How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the latest edition of Western Wednesdays. And if it's your first time here, every Wednesday I watch a film from the Western genre, and today's film I'm going to be watching is Yellow Sky with Gregory Peck. Now I have to say that I have seen two Western films of Gregory Peck, The Big Country and The Gunfighter, and both of them are I'd say both of them are probably my top 10 favourite westerns I've seen. Two phenomenal films, so I'm hoping more of the same from Peck with these westerns. And again, guys, just as always, there will be a full uncut reaction to this film. That link will be in the description to my Patreon page, as it'll be on there. And a big shout out to my patrons, to Ravi, to JM63, to Mary, to Blaze, to Jared, to Jenny, to Gigi Gooding, and to Mihal. Thank you so much for the support. Always really appreciate it. And if you'd like to become a member if you'd like to become a member on my Patreon, you can check the link in the description. I'll have it there. But with that said, guys, let's watch Yellow Sky.
Look right through him.
Holy shit. What's that body been there?
Let me see it.
Patches?
Apache. Apache country, ain't it?
There are a few Apaches around here. Mostly they're farther south. If you know which ones are open.
Are these guys prospectors?
Those hills over there back right up into the mountains. There's salt flats down south. Even a rattlesnake couldn't get across them.
Classic entrance to a saloon bar. The doors will swing open both ways. Is the town drunk? That reminds me of the bar in the Oxbow incident.
I wonder if she's got any plans after she gets through riding that horse.
They looked at that painting as well, remember? My favourite Western of all time, actually, the Oxbow incident.
Beat it.
They tell me this town was full of Confederate sympathizers during the war, is that right?
There was some secessionists here. You fellas planning on being in town long?
Depends on what you got to offer.
Depends on what you got on your mind,
Is there a
sonny.
double meaning on that
Your water.
question?
Now lay down, everybody.
What?
Open it up.
What a Robin. I thought first it was going to be like he was an old enemy of his or something. Oh, Gregory Peck is a villain. Interesting. You get it? Oh, they went to the bank. Why did I think they'd gone to the marshal? It's just thieves, common thieves. That's a great shot, I must say.
Come back, Ted. Keep your eyes open.
Oh. Jeez, man, catch up with your group.
Fire!
Oh. Why did he shoot back at him? Like he was like obviously going to be the first target they'd get.
Let him go. Save us the trouble of hanging him.
Distributing it
It
out.
was mighty inconsiderate of old Jet to get himself killed like that. He owed me 6 bits.
Better if there were 7 of us instead of 6. This desert's a mighty unlucky place. A man needs all the odds he can get.
Back where?
Where we come from?
Should have go after him again.
11 arms of the army?
Are you crazy? Self. I'm easing back soon as it's dark.
Well, that's up to you.
Well, if you do go back, it's a hanging. He's got only whiskey in his one, doesn't he? Yeah.
Come to this, but I guess I'm gonna have to trade some whiskey for some water.
I ain't trading with you.
Ain't nobody gonna trade me some water for a good swig of real nice whiskey?
God, reminds you of the setting of like Waiting for Godot or something. Sneaky faker.
Give me that. Look out, sir. Hold your stomach. Give it to me.
It's his water.
I know you
go of his canteen. And cut it out.
He might have hurt me.
It's your own fault, man. You freaking went for the whiskey instead of the water. So you gotta deal with it. It's not his fault.
A horse is a useful animal. No use letting him suffer just because he belongs to a jackass.
Look, not the only jackass on this trip.
Mm.
I told you we'd never make it.
Nobody said you had to come.
Yeah, you didn't have to follow him.
Boy, come on.
Oh, God. Oh, wait. No, no. Oh, God. Town? Civilization?
I think I see a town over there.
Is he not exaggerating or just hallucinating? It looks like much of a town, though, does it? Looks like it's been run down. Fucking hell. Of all the towns to come across. Can they get water, though? I mean,
It's a dead one. A ghost.
oh, shit.
Just come in across the sink.
I'm not sure what to think of them. I mean, they could become a threat to her after they...
There's a spring here, but you'll never make it.
We'll make it.
It's up behind those big rocks, at the head of the street.
Come on, horse, drink some as well. There you go. We're getting some water, but what happens when they get retain their energy? Are they going to become a threat? She might have been there for a while to establish something, you know, comfort, and doesn't want them to kind of break that. Holy shit.
What about me coming in for a minute?
Stay where you are. How long are you going to stay here?
4 or 5 days, maybe? So do we.
I ain't got enough in the house to feed 6 men.
We got money, if that's what's bothering you. Now, listen, lady. I don't know why I'm standing here arguing with you. There's 6 of us, and we usually take what we want.
I wonder has people come in before.
All right, lady.
And she's had to kill people before.
I don't like women who act so high. Dirty little...
I wouldn't go stirring up no trouble with that girl if I was you, young fella.
What about that food? We get it peaceful? Or don't we?
How did they end up being here? Like, were they here when the town went to crap? You know, some of them are going to try it on with her.
Kind of cute looking, ain't she?
Better let me help you with that bucket, man. Looks heavy.
Some sort of water
I
on
can
it.
manage.
Now, wait a minute, lady. You don't mean you'd shoot a big, handsome fellow like me?
Gave you food. You got water. You nearly died. Just shut the feck up.
If I catch any of you messing around that house, somebody's gonna get hurt. Is that clear?
That include you, too?
That includes everybody. It's an old song.
I wonder what dude's up to.
Oh, one of them's not there. He's going looking for him? Or is he just going out for a stroll? He better not go up to the house himself, though, because that's not on. Like, he just said all of them, like, we gotta avoid any unnecessary trouble.
What are you doing here?
I was looking for one of my men.
I told you if anybody came up here, he was liable to get shot.
You know, if he was prettied up a bit, he might look almost like a female.
Holy shit, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Ah. Jeez, man, what the hell are you doing?
Just wanted to show you how safe you'd be if I really wanted to get rough.
You smell.
Oh. Holy mother of God.
Grandpa, I just caught someone prowling around out here.
Did you get him good?
Maybe I should have.
Good thing she can shoot as straight as she can, young. Most women would have lost their heads at a time like this, and you'd have been done for. Ain't every girl can miss that close.
They're gonna see him up here now. The others are gonna say, like, what the hell were you doing up here if you told us we couldn't go up there? That's gonna help kind of create that dissension in the ranks.
I wish I'd let him die of thirst when he came to me.
It doesn't make sense, that old man and a girl like her
Staying
living
up
up here
there.
just for their health. She's got half a dozen cradles and a big sluice box down in the canyon.
Suppose they have found some gold. What of it? Too much money laying around in banks for us to worry about any little dab they got.
I'm getting a little tired of all this robbery business. I've got a bullet floating around in me right here. I don't know if I ever told you, but I used to have a big faro layout in San Juan. Along comes this tin horn, puts a bullet in me. When I got on my feet again, the money was all gone. Her, too.
Jeez. Was she killed as well?
She lit out with a fella who ended up beating her. By the way, that woman I was telling you about in San Juan, her name was Lucy. This girl kind of reminds me of her. Same figure.
I don't know, the beard kind of suits him. Wouldn't shave it.
Ain't doing nothing none of the rest of them ain't doing.
And what's that?
Looking for the old man's gold, like Dude said.
Ooh.
They lit out as soon as they heard us coming.
Put that down and come with me.
All right, boss.
All right. Shit is gonna hit the fan now.
Get in there where I can see what you're doing.
We want that gold.
Dude said you wasn't interested. So he took a vote and...
Decided that Dude's the leader. Is that it?
He reminds me a little bit of Merrill from The Walking Dead, this guy.
Personally, I don't care who's boss. Long as we get that gold.
Oh!
No sense banging away like that, Mike. Well, I declare. There's one of them waving a flag of truce.
I wonder if it wasn't him, would
It
she
don't seem
shoot?
exactly right to shoot a man waving a white flag, Mike.
I thought maybe you and me could make a deal.
There's only one deal we'll make with you. Get out of Yellow Sky and stay out, or we'll shoot the lot of you.
Oh, don't a flag of truce mean nothing to you?
Not when
With
they're
thieves
threatening to
like
kill
you?
him.
But we know you got gold and we're gonna get it. Now, come on back to the house and tell us where it's hid. Maybe we'll cut you in for some.
You can't make a deal with them, Grandpa.
50-50's better
Should have
than
just killed him in the first place.
Anyhow, don't do no harm to ass.
Should have done.
Made up our minds yet what we're gonna do with you.
Get down.
He's taking a fucking risk.
Oh, I gotta get you back to the house. Who's bleeding bad?
Oh, I've bled before.
Hold your fire, they're giving up.
I admit that we have got some gold, but don't tell you where it is.
Now, you wouldn't do a mean thing like that.
What's your idea of a deal?
Depends on how much you got.
Well, now, counting the dust, I'd
Don't
say
tell him, Grandpa.
Ma'am, I've been trying to be patient with
That
you.
money's yours, Grandpa. I know how hard you worked and sweated for it. Because you're no good. None of you. You're just born takers.
You still haven't said how much you got.
For living here and working and stores open. The
They don't
stage
give a
coming
shit
to
about that.
Fly. And all because of him and what he done.
How about 50-50?
How much?
50,000.
$50,000?
That's what's bothering me. You may keep too close an eye on her.
Why don't you shut up about that girl? Get your hands on all this gold, she won't look no better than a broken down squaw.
Well, that's a lie. She'll never look anything but pretty.
Go on, Lengthy. Go on and kiss her. She ain't got no gun on her this time.
Rider, cowboy, rider. But
He's gonna stop him. Jesus, man, you're gonna drown them, are you?
Let him up!
Fucking hell, someone else help, don't even kill him.
Let him up. Let him up.
I ain't let nobody up.
How do you like it? Okay, don't kill him either. Jeez, he's like just man of steel. He just no nonsense.
It wasn't my fault. She came down here swinging herself pretty fancy. I'll leave it to Walrus.
From now on, stay away from my men. And stop swinging your hips all over the place.
God. He's always observing, this guy, isn't he? It's fascinating the way the elements between them as a group as well, they're kind of maneuvering around.
Just thinking, huh?
Pondering, reflecting.
That house up there keeps reminding me of our place back home in Ohio.
Yeah, I wonder if it was part of her yearn for something more. Obviously these men are big scumbags. Maybe to have a man. Just because where she's at the moment with her aging grandfather. What the hell's he doing up there now? It makes no sense. You know, I know he kind of was into her, but she, like... I don't get it. He's been a shithead most of the film. And from his point of view, I don't know if it's safe to be doing this, because quite a few of them are into her.
No, no, no.
Jeez, man, leave her alone.
What's the matter? Where you go?
You running off with all the gold and leaving us nothing.
I gave him my word, didn't I?
Yeah, your word.
The fact that she's doubting his word. How honourable is this man? I mean, he hasn't been too honourable yet.
Mike, ease your mind some about that gold if you knew something about me.
What kind of something?
When I give my word, I mean it. Folks went through all the worst of the border war. Old man Compridner getting killed by some of Quantrill's men. Seems like I had a gun in my hand ever since I was about so high. Somebody always shooting at us. That's Bible there, ain't it?
I'm swearing it.
Yes?
I swear on this good book that I'm going through with our deal.
But are the others? You get the others to swear.
Well, young man,
And they mightn't be religious anyway.
I guess the war has upset a lot of those boys and set them off on the wrong foot.
That is something that's interesting, because we've kind of heard a few of them refer back to their past and what their lives were.
Here's one of them. Here it is. I've got it.
Hey, look. What's that?
What? Oh, holy shit.
Apaches.
Oh, it's Apaches. I can't remember. Mike and the grandfather.
It looks like that old man wasn't as loony as we figured.
I guess their fate is in the hands of Mike and the grandfather, because if they choose to say something. Yeah, there's a few of them in there. That ain't good. If they spill the beans, they'll be looking for you. I guess in a way the safest place to be would be in there with them after they've left.
Do you think I'd turn crazy drunk Apaches loose on you?
They're friends of yours, ain't they?
Why, yes, but I
You sent for them, didn't you?
got through telling them that if they went back to the reservation and behaved themselves, I'd talk to the Indian agent myself.
What about us?
I told them you was working for me.
Will that hold any weight with the other guys? That they're not going to think about double crossing them?
Hey, Stretch, give the old man a good talking to. He's a great one for making deals.
The old man told him to move out.
For good?
Huh. He must have been shot in the head, not the leg.
What about our deal with the old man?
Well, what about it?
There's a fortune in there.
Now it comes.
Up to last night, I figured the same way you fellas did. I was just trying to save us a lot of trouble. When it hadn't been for them Apaches coming in, maybe I'd still feel the same. But the old man played it square, stuck to his bargain.
He was still bullshitting when he said that.
Whether you like it or not, we're giving them their full share.
And we want all of it. There's plenty more left here. If that girl and the old man want it, they can dig for it.
Even if you... Oh! Fucking hell! Jeez. Hey, the Native Americans, have they gone far? Will they hear this? Okay, they're all going against him now. It's stupid, really, the way he was talking. Obviously, they were leaning towards differently. I wonder if he killed him, would it go different then?
I'll keep you covered.
Bit of help. There you go.
Come on, let's go back and load up and get out of here. And spend the rest of your days waiting for Stretch to stick a gun in your back?
They can't go on knowing that he would be coming after them, because they'll see how dangerous he can be. I mean, he was their boss for some time. But you lied as well, because you put your hand on the Bible, shook his hand, and you said to them, up until the Native Americans arrived, I was going to go along with not going with the deal. So that's a bit shitty as well, like, you know? You don't deserve her, though, man. I don't think you deserve her. Not after what you did.
Before anybody starts giving orders around here, let's get one thing settled.
Mm.
I got first call on that girl, understand?
All right, go ahead and take her. All I want is that gold.
Like there's like further disintegrations and clashing, even when Stretch isn't involved. I don't think they'd last too long without Stretch, probably.
We've got sense enough to know that you'll keep looking until you find us. Do what you wanted. Split with the old man and the girl.
This confirms it for him. A smart move. Smart tactic. Holy shit! Look at that! Look at that now! Yeah.
Why, you dirty.
I got Bull Run with me. He's bleeding something awful.
This ain't no trick, ma'am.
We thought you was dead.
Well, he was wrong.
I was kind of wanting to get back to see my folks.
Funny thing. He was the only one against coming here in the first place. Dude took a shot at Langton. Tried to get him in the back of the head. Just when he thought he'd got you.
If Langton and those two guys actually had a shootout, I'd like to see that.
Dude and Link, they run off. Ain't either of them aiming to share that gold with nobody.
Now, you stay here, Mike.
And keep an eye on those two as well. Such close proximity and neither of them are aware of it. He could throw a spanner in the works for both of them. He makes kind of a certain sound. Yes. Okay, he's dead. What a shot. God, that's an amazing shot. Ready for someone else to take it. Oh, okay, the guy had no boots on. I said maybe all three were killed. Okay, still breathing. Did he get shot?
Grandpa!
Come on, raise your hands. It's all there.
Must be thinking like, what the hell? I mean, that does redeem them somewhat. The fact that they did that. Why do you want us to give it to your one?
How much you pay for that?
Oh, that doesn't matter. You can have it.
How much you pay for it?
$4.
Well, thanks.
Must be thinking like, these are the strangest teas I've ever come across. Okay, that was Yellow Sky, another really good Gregory Peck western. Probably maybe not quite as high as The Gunfighter and The Big Country, but still really enjoyable western. I absolutely loved the idea of them coming into this like ghost town, Yellow Sky, and because I'll be honest, I can't recall another Western film, at least so far that I've seen, that has that of a group coming into literally a ghost town, just desolate, completely run down. Obviously, Mike and her grandfather were waiting for it to kind of have this kind of be done up and revival again before, obviously using their the gold that they'd acquired. Um, so I loved that whole idea of it. The scenes when they're going from the old town to finding Yellow Sky, Peck and his group, was fantastic. The idea of your man taking the whiskey instead of the water, that whole thing, it was so fascinating seeing the group dynamic, because there was a lot of kind of subtle clashes and you knew it was bubbling coming to the surface, even among them, about Mike herself, about the gold. I can't remember the guy, I keep forgetting his name, but the guy with the hat and the suit, he was always kind of subtly challenging Stretch's leadership. And I guess another thing, I think their views differed a lot to Stretch quite often, but I think they valued him as a leader to take control, because it's a big thing to have the responsibility. Um, so all of that was really, really well done. And another thing I really found really interesting about it was that it was very minimal music. You had it strong at the opening and at the ending, and a few subtle bits here and there. For the most part, it was so minimal. And for someone who loves music and finds it can be very effective and used very well, it is fascinating how effective scenes can be without music as well. And this film really did that in abundance. So yeah, all in all, a really, really enjoyable film. I do think though that, like, I don't know if Peck's character earned to end up with Mike, because I think he's like forcing himself on her. He was a bit of a scumbag himself as well. But that again makes the character all the more interesting to watch. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. So guys, I would love to hear your thoughts on Yellow Sky in the comments. What you thought about it and where it would rank among your favorite Gregory Peck westerns. And let me know of other Peck westerns you think I should check out as well. I'd love to watch more of them. He's been really, really good to watch on the channel. But until next time, guys, slán go fóill.